it's clearly a factor behind the entire rally. We've had this decline in the dollar, and it's been very favorable for other foreign markets. If you look at this morning in Europe, where the PMI services data comes out stronger, and again drives up the euro and therefore weakens the dollar, gives a bit to European markets, and that also affects our markets, our stock markets. So the dollar is a really important macro variable. And now when sitting here at these lows that we haven't seen since 2018, there is a tension here too in terms of like uncertainty that we're seeing, for example, in the Middle East or with China. At the same time, we're looking forward this morning to non-ISM data that may show strength in the U.S. economy. And I think then maybe the dollar could actually strengthen on that. So the dynamic of the dollar is pretty important for markets at this moment.
Does it matter to big technology stocks, the ones that have been powering the market, Ben?
To the extent matters in terms of that people are, in demand for those stocks, meaning like they want to buy the stocks, you have to buy the dollar to buy them. But I think it's two ways. One, the dollar weakness says something about strength elsewhere, strength in Europe, strength in Asia. The dollar is also about, the tensions that we've had with China, but the dollar is also about our own economy. And as we know, the technology sector has been really strong, just regardless of the weakness of the economy. So I don't think you can tie the technology and the dollar so directly, but it does all reflect our economy. I think that is what's at display for the direction of the dollar from here.
Are you shocked by the continued, juggernaut that is the U.S. stock? It doesn't matter what the pandemic numbers are, what the re-lockdowns are, what the dollar does. Whatever happens in the world, investors treat it as an excuse to buy, because I'm assuming, Ben, and tell me if I'm wrong, they assume the Federal Reserve and its now clearly unlimited printing press always has our backs.
That is a clear comfort in the market, indeed, that there's this backstop. So therefore, you can take risk, even though that there's uncertainty out there. And every day we're confronted with new uncertainty. As you see the developments in Beirut, for example, we don't really know what that means yet, but it's another catalyst for people willing to take risk. But I also would say that it is all about the pandemic affecting the economy in a very specific way. As you highlighted, for example, with Disney, how that is changing the game of cinemas. That's an effect of the pandemic, but yet Disney shares are up because people see a new kind of a future ahead of us, meaning like an economy that's changing but could get stronger again. And as you say too, the Novavax story is another reason of the market is pricing in potential quote-unquote end of the crisis. If there is this solution vaccine, the pandemic will change. Therefore, I think that all supports the market.